Hey look, we're back. So, I said I would be making a video on the first day of the year. And, for the longest time I was trying to decide which game that I would let's play, right? I had choices of older or current games that would probably be far more relevant and actually get me views, but then I realized, wait a minute, I don't really care. So I'm just gonna play a good game instead. Or I guess, you know, we had good games in the last year, but this game I just really absolutely adore. This, wait for it, is Metroid Fusion. This is one of the first games I ever really fully beat on the Game Boy Advance. I've been assigned to watch over Biological's research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR-3088. For those who don't know the Metroid lore and all that junk that goes with this game, this is actually canonically the final game of the series. Well, obviously we had more Metroid games after this, except for this like block between what. Anyway, but canonically in the timeline, this is the final one. This is after she's destroyed all the Metroids, or found the last baby Metroid in Super Fusion, destroyed all the Metroids in the first Metroid 1 and 2. And they are back on SR-388. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Fire Nation attacking? No? Oh, okay. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. Bye, Samus. Bye-bye. Oh, she did. Nah, you can't just kill off the main character like that. The ship's emergency system automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biological's vessels recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. Once again, another part of Metroid lore. The armor that she is wearing is bioorganic, so it makes sense that these things could infect it. Or, yeah, it's bioorganic because it's able to physically adapt based off certain traits. It's kind of confusing. Just know that this metal that's around her body that she's wearing is both living, is in a sense a living thing. It was then came into the light that the organism or organic compounds of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Until they found another piece of the Metroid. So, the thing about the Metroid series is that, well, let me finish this first. And someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seemed that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X-parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. Bye-bye. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived reborn. As someone different, or as something different. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. So, oh wait. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biological Labs, or BSL research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit, after regaining consciousness. I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. Of course it did. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I'm being sent there to investigate. It's almost like you're on exploding ships a lot, Samus. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by the new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized commanding officer is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so, and it makes me recall my other CO. See, this game was like the start of what made people hate Metroid Other M so much, because right there it states that she hates taking orders. And then we go to that game where she was literally willing to just basically die to follow orders. So, yeah. Anyway, so Metroid lore. Samus is a human with Chozo DNA originally, and now she has Metroid DNA in her to save her from the X-Parasite. Turns out, the Metroids were a natural predator of the X-Parasite. Once again, just showing that the Metroids aren't evil. They're just tools that were made to do a purpose, and everyone around her tends to do their best to make them evil. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X-Parasites. The cause of the explosion is as of yet unclear. What do you... really? Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way uplink from there. Is the objective clear? It is. Now go to the quarantine bay. And the big thing about Samus is it isn't so much that she doesn't like following orders and junk. It's more so just that... well, actually, no. She doesn't like following orders. And she has a mindset of, I know what I'm doing, let me do it. You people don't know what you're doing. And it kind of shows, because they keep... so for anyone who does play Metroid, they know that the Galactic Federation, you know, the ones who like basically run the universe, are all like, hey, let's keep making Metroids, even though it keeps going poorly, and they keep getting out and attacking people, and it leads to lots of people dying and being hurt. So Samus is like, stop breeding Metroids, and they're like, nah, it'll be fine this time. Stop breeding Metroid. No, it'll be fine this time. We swear. Everyone dies, ships explode, people die, your commanding officer dies. Stop breeding Metroids. It's fine. Anyway. The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed, be careful. This is also one of the big things that people were really iffy about when it came to this Metroid compared to the... first off, just that music for this time in this day and age was amazing. Also, another big thing that people were kind of iffy when it came to this series is that it kind of was a little bit more handholded than Super Metroid. Super Metroid, there was no real like intention of where you could go and what you could do. It was basically just a case of figure it out. Whereas here, hey, how you doing? Whereas here, it's kind of hand-holding in that it demands it and tells you where you need to go. Like, notice how I went from my ship, where I got information on where to go, and then a room before where I got information to go, and now I had to get information again, even though it's kind of obvious where I need to go, at least to a certain degree. Also, did you notice that when I touched the X-Parasite I didn't just instantly die? That's because the Metroid part of me is keeping me alive from them now. Oop. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X-Parasites. No, really? The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have been hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X-Parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X-infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. Once again. So, at the beginning of the series, you're just basically told to kill off Metroids because they were evil. And as you keep going through the series and going from 2 to Super Metroids, you see that they aren't really evil. They are just trying to survive, as they were created to do a purpose. They were created to siphon energy. They were created to control livestock. They were created to control, when under controlled means, they were used to do quite good. But when they're let free and used for evil means by, you know, the space pirates, the Galactic Federation, that's when they become a problem. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. So back in the other games, you had little like life pop-ups that appeared. Now you have the actual X parasites. You may also restore latent abilities this way. Be sure to pursue free X parasites whenever possible. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. No, really? We must keep the X out of the breeding environment at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosignatures in this region. The X parasites are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you're only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Yes, get to the target. Got it. I'm now going, now get going. I have released the level 0 doors. There will be blinking hatches. This is always such a strange concept to me, right? Because that's just saying that to open doors in this universe, you have to shoot it with a gun. So what happens at the times you just don't have a gun? Like, how do you get anywhere? Oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, forgot my gun. Guess I'll just wet myself. So did you see that moment where there was flashing white? That's basically saying that it's about to become something, and I can't pick it up at the moment. Save data, however you want to say it. This is another game for its time, really good. I never noticed that. That's just straight up a dead body. Huh. Oh, whoops. I ignore what I just did there. I pushed the wrong button. I accidentally have, don't worry about what I just did there. Oh, don't worry about that either. Anyway. So. And wait for it. Come on. Does it not do it yet? Guess not. Can't get through here. Don't have that ability yet. There we go. And sometimes the X will fly off the screen while white and infect things. Not sure why it's not affecting this dead body, but whatever. Give me that. Can't get through that. Poop. And again, I'm here, and even though I know where to go, I had to hit another navigation. See what I mean when this game's kind of hand-holdy? I've received news from HQ. They can support you with downloaded weapon data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles again. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, this entire station is infected. Why don't they just blow it up? Because the Galactic Federation are stupid. And they like to not, deal with the problem immediately. Even though that never ends up well. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation commanding officer I served under the name of Adam Malkovich. He called me Lady on missions. From everyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. Ooh. Remember this room, by the way. It'll be important later. Trust me. Now, again. Oh, wait, it doesn't do it here. That's good. Classic. Again, I know where I need to go, but it's now forcing me to do another navigation room. The game's a little bit hand-holding. I guess they're trying to go for a more storyboard basic kind of approach to Metroid, which is fine, but I have mixed feelings about it, Like, I feel like the game doesn't really need it to this degree. So much so that I go from one room where it forced me to go to navigation, go through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 rooms, basically, or 9 or 10, to maybe do another navigation. It's a little bit annoying. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge bio signs, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room, or absorb a special type of X parasite. Notice how that one's green? You absorb green parasites to get the missile uploads. You'll see them, try it out. Is your objective clear? It is. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to the target. Thank you. Whee. And... Oop. Wait. Is it gonna force me to... Okay, no, the things are just down. The elevator's just down. My bad. I was distracted by my own talking, threw me off a little bit. So we go this way, and... Oop. Can't hit it, but... Boom. We blow it off. Was it 3? Yeah, it's 3. There we go. So we picked up a green one, and we got 2 more bullets. Green. Yes, I know a yellow one flew into him, but I got a green one. Don't question it. Missiles. Oh, I will not be doing a 100% run through of this game because I'm not good enough to know where like every single thing is, you know? Where do I need to go? Yeah, right. That. Whatever. Really? Oops. There we go. Come on. There we go. 3 missiles, and I'm out. Those red ones restore a lot of your health, if not all of your health, and your weapons as well. But those are rare, and you generally only get those from doors. Isn't there like a... If I remember correctly... Oop, wrong button. I want to say there's a... Can I not get it yet, maybe? I feel like there is another E-tank around here. I think I might need bombs for it, though. I probably need bombs for it. Oh, well. And that is an X-parasite that got, you know, more evolved. And it becomes this thing. Shoot it with a missile. Grab into a wall so avoid the fire. Jump off the wall when it's spinning towards you or knocks you off. Easy, simple concepts. You ever notice how good this music is? Or at least the boss fight music? Because when I played this back in the day, I had to play it on a Game Boy Advance, so, you know, the sound quality wasn't the best. But now that I'm actually playing it on a proper means, pretty good music. Especially for a Game Boy Advance. Especially for the, what, 2002? Oh, careful now. Oop. And here's where I just had to shoot it now, because I'm out of missiles, because I was dumb and pressed the wrong button up there. Dodge. Jump. There we go. Spits out a lot of these, and you can't shoot this, and if you just shoot it, it just creates tinier X's. So to kill it, shoot it with missiles. Wait until it stops flashing. Oop, careful now. Shoot it again. And one more. Now, because the suit is bioorganic, it makes sense that you can absorb it from both and any or either mechanically, like we got with the missiles, or organically. Morph ball ability recovered. Press down twice to morph. An absolute staple of the Metroid series. Boop boop. Created way back in the day because it was easier to create a ball as opposed to a crawling animation. Remember, this game started in Nintendo. They had to be smart with their on Nintendo. They had to be smart when it came to figuring out ways to make their games work, you know? Boop, boop, boop. Yep. Save data. And back to the navigation room, which is this way, actually. Careful now. Did I just jump off that? Okay. Recharge room, don't need that, especially since I'm only down 1 missile. Probably get from this thing. Yup. Navigation room. Talk to the computer again. Samus is as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X parasites. No, really? Sector 1 SRX shows several abnormalities in the biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of SR388's ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Yes. Use the navigation room just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that's whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. Now, as a kid, the scene that's about to come up actually scared me. For anyone who had a Game Boy Advance, before they created the Game Boy SP and had the concept of backlighting, it just had a basic screen that didn't have any real general functionality when it came to trying to see. So, if you were in a darker room or in a dark area, you couldn't really see the game on the screen, so you had to tilt it certain ways or do certain things to see it. What's in here, by the way? Oh, right, ice can't go in here yet. Anyway, so to see the screen in certain ways, you had to tilt the... I see you. You ain't slick. You had to tilt the screen in certain ways to get a good look at it. So, as a, what? This game came out 16 years? Well, technically 17 years now, since, you know, it's the first. But, I think there's something over here. There is. This is the way to go, right? Yep. So, as a kid, seeing this 17 years ago, this scared the crap out of me. Because I had to tilt the screen close to my face to see. And just seeing that staring you down as an 8-year-old? Yeah. I almost, like, threw my Game Boy Advance. Ooh, good sound design. I never noticed that. You actually hear the explosion from above as you're going down. But Samus doesn't even, like, flinch because he's like, whatever. I'm using this BS anyway. Down to Sector 1. And again with the hand holding as the very first room I go in, it tells me what to do yet again. The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, certainly not human. I'll report when I know more. Now listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear out 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Yes it is. Now get moving. Alright. I'll wait until the next save point is safe. Don't need the recharge room, as I'm only missing 7 life. Downwards we go. So when it's not flashing like that, if you're fast enough, you can actually pick it up. Boop. Blue doors can't interact with. Green doors can't interact with. Wait, I want to see you get... No, 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 no! Oh, too late. Wait, wait, wait. Wait for it. There we go. Come on, get bigger. Come on. Let me see if I can get bigger. No, 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 don't. Darn it. Come on. Yes! There we go. That was always something I found hilarious as a kid. You see them get all big. Now I'm going to show you guys something a little bit interesting. There we go. See what I mean? You can pick them up. They're not flashing right before they become monsters. Now, look in the top left of this thing that's spinning right here that's producing X-Parasites, and you will see a GameCube. Neat, right? Anyway, 1, 2, 3. That's one down. Give me this, give me this. And off we go. Ooh. E-tank. So these enemies, you can't shoot them from the side because they're armored. Oh, I didn't know you could missile them though. That's neat. No reason to waste missiles, but just good to know. Let's go to this one actually. Where is it? So, see that floor right there? That's like different than other ones. Monsters step on it, nothing happens. I step on it, it immediately falls over. Is the game saying I'm fat? Also, look, top right, another GameCube. See it? See it? Anyway, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 3 to go. Give me that. Downwards I go. Can I snag that real quick? Oh, nope. Off it goes. Bye! Let's see. There is a pathway this way. Ah, nice try. Oh! Got one, didn't see the second. I wonder if I can shoot these guys in the face with a rocket. Yes, I can. I don't care how armored your backside is. Rockets to the face still kill you. Now, this part, as a kid, I didn't question this. But this part, now that I'm older and know more about Metroid lore, confuses me. I'm not fully sure why these guys turn into these creatures. For those who don't know, these are space pirates. These are like, these are one of the main, like, antagonists of the Metroid franchise, as they are space pirates. But I know this is paying homage to a room in Super Metroid where you had just these guys cling to the walls and you had to like jump down and stuff, but it doesn't really make sense in this current context that these guys would be here. Whatever. It's probably just wanted to rightfully pay homage. Is one of these things over here? I can't remember. Nope, just missiles. And I can't go in the lava yet because lava bad. In the original Metroid, you fell into lava, it was just death. Here, you can fall into lava and just take a lot of damage really fast. Do that. Jump over that. Ooh, that was a red one. Oh, I missed the red one. That's a shame. Come on. Ooh, missed it. I wonder if I can get that red one to spawn again. I have to check that out. Or did it despawn? Oh, he despawned. That's a shame. Wait. Are you it? Nope. Oh! Didn't see you down there. Oh, and notice how in water you are heavily slowed. That'll play into something a little bit later. Here's another one. Not here. Up we go. Can I? No. Can't jump up, Samus? Come on. Zip. 1. There's a GameCube, by the way, on the left. 2, 3. I'll snag that. Get these little energies. Nice try. You ain't slick. There's obviously something down there, but you know, can't go down there yet. Where is it? Nope. Oh, come on. There it is. All the way across here. Wait, there's Xbox in the top middle of it. 3. 1 left. Oh, I did not want to jump down there. Well, no one down here. Might as well kill these guys. Pick up all that. Where's the last one? Up in the middle. Got it. Ooh, careful. What we got here? Free. Yup. Missiles. Maybe X Parasite. And I'm out. Again, paying homage to another room, which I don't really mind. It's just, I wish there was some kind of explanation for this, them being here. Because later in the game, it'll make sense why there's space pirates. Here, though, not so much. I think this is just pandering, which to a certain degree I don't mind. I mean, this is just a really nitpicky thing that doesn't really hurt the overall experience of this game, you know? Bye. Oh. There we go. There is a there. So, I think for now, that'll be a good place to stop. If you're paying attention in the top left, you saw an eyeball. And we will go handle that later. But for now, for anyone out there watching, thank you. And later!